And a good morning to you. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I'm the Sultan. It's a Saturday morning. We're starting out a little bit late today. I actually slept in till 6 o'clock. Can you believe it? I can't hardly believe it. But first, coffee. Heading into the salon in a little bit. Start the day, and then probably hit the gym after doing a few new exercises. I'm going to be doing some videos from the gym. There's actually a gym near me, a bodybuilding gym, that I will be doing some videos, early morning videos from. Not in place of the Daybreak Show, more like workout videos. It's called Sweat Gym, and they're going to have a coupon code or a promo code for some free personal training sessions if you join. So that'll be interesting. But believe it or not, whoever would have thought 2 years ago that I would actually be doing any workout videos and doing a series from a gym. Nobody would have thought that. So it'll be good. Let's get started. You tore the house apart looking for that thing. You finally found that thing, but the upside is you threw away and organized a lot of your stuff in the process. Tearing things up, looking for that thing. I did that. I had a pair of brown ragwool fingerless gloves. I don't know if you've seen them in past videos. Couldn't find it. They're my favorite gloves. Great for smoking, great for driving. They're just perfect. They keep your hands warm, but your fingers free to do stuff. And in the process of looking for them, I literally tore apart half the house. Threw stuff out, cleaned stuff. So I guess sometimes losing for things and looking for them is a good thing, right? Somebody please invent a left swiping machine. That way you're not going to get carpal tunnel or repetitive movement injury syndrome. You can say it. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? Be bold, be opinionated, and unapologetic in your life. That's the easiest way to grow your business, your blog, and your channel. Say it. Just say it. I'm not saying don't think before you speak, because many times when people think before they speak, they think, well, what if people don't like me? What if I say the wrong thing? Just say it. On NoFap November, on December 1st, there will be a run on Jergens hand lotion. Invest now. You will be a millionaire in December. When she sends you an alluring selfie and you thank her, her response should be something like, "My pleasure. I love sending you stuff." It should never be like pulling teeth. Never. The direct approach gets her. The direct approach keeps her. Or just move on. Both people should be having fun with the process in a relationship. No one should ever have to feel like it's work. People say relationships are work. Maybe that's why I'm not married, because they're putting that work out there right away. I don't want anyone to work for me. No. And I don't want to work for anybody. Life is too short for that nonsense. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. That's an old maxim. Here's another one. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Has Me Too replaced Not Yet? I'm telling you, that contract sounds better and better and better If you're with a person, sitting in your car making out, a contract sounds so much better in this era of Me Too. Think about it. Swipe like nobody's watching. If you want top-notch, well-marbled ribeyes and other meat delivered to your door, I clearly can recommend ButcherBox. I'm going to put a link for it down below. Good evening. Hypergamy doesn't give a fuck. How can you help me? Pardon me is so much better than excuse me. Try that. Make that little shift. Pardon me, not excuse me. No more. Don't even let the word excuse or excuse come out of your mouth. I'm sorry. Excuse me. No more excuses. This is no excuse November. While everyone else is focusing on their PUD and what they're not doing with it, you're focusing on your brain and what comes out of your mouth. No excuse November. People who you think are cool are really just indifferent. You hear me? The two things are just indistinguishable. They look the same. Someone who's cool and someone who's indifferent appear to be the same. We've created at least 2 generations who now don't understand logic, philosophy, and reasoning to conclusions. Even philosophical humor goes straight over the heads of most modern men and women. And there's a cartoon that shows a professor coming out of his office, and on the door of his office is a sign that says, Philosophy Department. Trespassers will be... Some of you will get that. Women always underestimate the amount of hair on their head. Men always overestimate it. It's funny when you work in a big sports city like Philadelphia. It's dead whenever there's a game. And when there's no game, you cut hair nonstop. It's interesting how mutual interests can bring men together from around the world. Something as simple as literature, guitar, music, woodworking, pipes, fountain pens, monster movies. And then you discover other things once you connect. It kind of balances out life. The word portmanteau. Portmanteau. It's the combination of 2 or more words. An example is the word smoke and the word fog. Together they make smog. Desi Arnaz and Lucille Ball created Desilu Productions, which produced one of the most successful sitcoms of all time called I Love Lucy. Desilu. The generous will prosper. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Proverbs 11:25. Let me read the scorpion and frog to you. I told you I was going to do that. One day a scorpion looked around at the mountain where he lived and decided he wanted a change. So he set out on a journey through the forest and hills. He climbed over rocks and under vines and kept going until he reached a river. The river was wide and swift, and the scorpion stopped to reconsider the situation. He couldn't see any way across the river, so he ran upriver and checked downriver, all the while thinking he might have to turn back. Suddenly he saw a frog sitting in the rushes by the bank of the stream on the other side of the river. He decided to ask the frog for help getting across the stream. "Hello, Mr. Frog," the scorpion called across the water. "Would you be so kind as to give me a ride on your back across the river?" "Well now, Mr. Scorpion, how do I know that if I try to help you, you won't try to kill me?" asked the frog hesitantly. "Because if I try to kill you, then I would die too, because I can't swim." Well, this seemed to make sense to the frog, but I asked, "What about when I get close to the bank, you could still try to kill me and get back to the shore?" "This is true, but then I wouldn't be able to get to the other side of the river." "All right then, how do I know you just won't wait till we get to the other side and then kill me?" "Ah," crooned the scorpion, "because you see, once you've taken me to the other side of the river, I will be so grateful for your help that it will be hardly fair to reward you with death, right?" So the frog agreed to take the scorpion across the river. He swam over to the bank and settled himself near the mud to pick up his passenger. The scorpion crawled onto the frog's back, his sharp claws prickling into the frog's soft hide, and the frog slid into the river. The muddy water swirled around them, but the frog stayed near the surface so the scorpion would not drown. He kicked strongly through the first half of the stream, his flippers paddling wildly against the current. Halfway across the river, the frog suddenly felt a sharp sting in his back, and out of the corner of his eye saw the scorpion remove his stinger from the frog's back. A deadening numbness began to creep into his limbs. "You fool," croaked the frog. "Now we shall both die. Why on earth did you do that?" The scorpion shrugged and did a little jig on the drowning frog's back. "I could not help myself. It's my nature." Then they both sank into the muddy waters of the swiftly flowing river. Scorpions do what scorpions do. It's their nature. Where does that apply in your life? I hope you have a great day today. Don't forget to check out some of the merch down below. Subscribe to the channel. That would be a great thing. I'm trying to get to 100,000 by the end of the year. And 1 million during 2020. That would be awesome. Hit the thumbs up button and forward the video to someone who you think would appreciate it. And I'll see you a little bit later. I think I might be bringing back Beards Without Borders. If you would like that, let me know down below. And a lot of great interviews coming up. See you soon. Thanks.